Register on the PariPesa website or via the app with our promo code FANSTRIPE to enjoy up to 140k in bonuses on your first deposit and enjoy the best odds because PariPesa have the biggest odds in the game. 3-1 win. Now 3-1 you be talk. Okay, now 3-1 you predict for the prediction. Nice one. And then in the end, it came out like that.
You know, most of them they can't my prediction. You know, they can't or they can't they play. I say 3-1. But first of all, let me just because some churches where you go, they give you permission to sing a song before you give your testimony. Knowing me, knowing you, there is nothing you can do. Knowing me, knowing you, waking up is never easy. I know, but I have to go. Knowing me, knowing you is the best I can do. Yes. You don't know why I sing this hit track by Abba. You know the two coaches they do knowing me and knowing you. You know yesterday on live show I was saying that if I were Arteta I would love to play Jorginho. That Jorginho knows the Chelsea team. And it was you that was telling me that say Jorginho don't play for Chelsea. You know me say Jorginho must play. And I told you one thing I like about Jorginho because he adds steals to the Arsenal midfield. And today, not knowing that what Arteta was thinking all through the night was the same thing that Lampard was thinking. Lampard looked at the Chelsea squad and discovered that the person who knows Arsenal so much is Aubameyang. So he decided to go for Aubameyang, while Arsenal decided to go for Jorginho. Nobody saw it coming that Partey will be rested for Jorginho. We know that Partey have been having bad games this few period and in a very good long while. But now they brought in Jorginho. He added steal to the midfield. In the first half, Arsenal had about 325 passes. When was the last time we had that kind of amount of passes? It has been long. And why did we get that number of passes? It's because of the man, Jorginho. In the second half, though, we have fewer but we have about 200 and something passes. Why did we get that amount? It's because of the man. I call him the man of steel. I call Jorginho the man of steel. That's why I was complaining. I said, if you know that you've learned so much about Jorginho even before he came to Chelsea, and you know that Jorginho is one of the players you wanted in Man City, and you bought him for Arsenal. Why did you buy him if you will not play him? That's one. What is the reason of experience if you will not still play him? So I believe Arteta heard our cry because I know Arteta the last time I called that he was watching FFT, Football Fans Tribe. So he had to he heard us.
Tried to call him, no way.
Yes, he called him because you know people they call all over the world now. We don't even know. I didn't even call with his name. Maybe we would have picked the call. So he heard our call and he played Jorginho. Now, the last time Arsenal beat Chelsea home and away is 2018-2019 season.
Beat 2020.
No, 2018-2019 season. That was the last time Arsenal beat Chelsea home and away. But people have forgotten that we have beaten Chelsea 3 times this year. The same thing Chelsea did to Man City that certain year. We have done it to them. We beat them in the friendly match, glorified friendly, and they say it's a friendly match. We came to the league, we have beaten them twice. So I'm really so happy about today's game.
With the way it ended, it did a bit underwhelming based on the way the match starts. That 3 goals, everything they rush, you'd expect more.
You know that one issue I have with Arsenal. If it were other teams like Man City who scored the 3 goals in the first half, they want to keep scoring. But in the likes of Arsenal, immediately scored.
Is that from Arteta or do you think it's the players?
It's just that the players, after scoring some few amount of goals, they come to total realization. And that is not what a stuff of champion, because a time will come, if points will not give you the league, goals can give you. And Arsenal is not doing that. So after the first 3 goals, I was even telling you, I said, I'm not sure this team will come in and score more goals. And that's exactly what happened in the second half. So I'm angry because it's just as if two giants they fight. You understand? As if 2 giants they fight. The end product is not the actual the way it went. They say sometimes the end determines the means. But sometimes they've forgotten that the means also determines the end. You understand? So one thing that has been going very well for Arsenal this season, and I pray that they carry it into next season, they have this way of beating smaller teams. They have their way. And that's one banana peel that Arsenal been having. Now the issue is that we only have about 1 or 2 big teams in the league that we have to go home and rebuild and flex our muscle with next season. But all these smaller teams, we have our way of beating them. And what reduced my joy is because if this match had been the last match that Arsenal is going to play Chelsea, and Chelsea is in the relegation waters, I would have just gladly sent them because they are now becoming our noisy neighbors. I would gladly send them to relegation. So we have done our part. We are hoping that other teams will also try to do their own part to see how, if we can be able to send Chelsea back to where they are supposed to go and rebuild.
Oh boy, I don't feel imagine that was it, but I never see it for my life. I say, or maybe one other situation where 3 left footers play a 4-man defense. And Kiwior on incoming today. I wonder what you think of his performance.
You know, this is the first time watching a team. We have 6 left footers played in the team. We have 3 at the back line. We have 2 in the midfield, and we have 1 at up front, which is Saka. 6 left footers. Now, before even this game, I've been saying that we bought Kiwior. One of the qualities of Kiwior is his ability to pass the ball through the back.
If he's not so left-footed, dead left-footed.
He's not dead because I saw him playing with his right. That's one. And another thing that Kiwior did for this Arsenal team is, number 1, the area duels. He won more area duels than any Arsenal player in the team. And he was able to give stability to the defense. While Gabriel was charging, he was busy covering the back. Though I was not pleased when Arsenal started playing that high line because it was a little bit dangerous. Now, when it comes to Kiwior, playing Kiwior in this match, I used to say sometimes it works for you, sometimes it doesn't work for you. Maybe because we did not play a quality opponent, that is why it worked. Maybe I would have said we don't actually know if this plan that Arteta has brought to the plate, if it's going to work, because the opponent to play is weak. They have been losing. This is the 5th match they have lost in a row. The 6th match they have lost in a row. And we gifted them 1 goal. So it's not a team that scores goals. So we can't say Kiwior did well, but with what they brought today, he did well. But me, I would have said, if you want to play a player like this, why don't you start him from little games? Maybe sometimes, not even Southampton, because we are challenging for the title, 15 minutes to go, 10 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go, so that they'll be able to have game time. It will boost their morale. But after you played him against Sporting Lisbon, you brought him out and you did not play him again. You brought him to this kind of glorified friendly. You understand? You brought him to this match. He would have been afraid. But it shows the courage, the tenacity, the belief in the player. He believed that he can do it. So he stepped into the deal. Now, for Lampard, he had to go for Aubameyang that he has not been playing for ages. Thinking that Aubameyang will give Arsenal a run for our money. But it wasn't actually the fault of Aubameyang. Where are the passes coming from? The Chelsea defense collapsed. If you watch Chelsea midfield, if you watch the Chelsea team that played today, this is the first time that Lampard, after his 2nd return, is coming back to Chelsea. This is the first time he's putting up a very decent lineup. The league is not yet over. Well, I would say it's not yet over, though before it was in the hand of Arsenal to lose. But now the league is not in the hands of Arsenal to lose. The league is now in the hands of Man City to lose. I believe maybe something can come out. So what Arsenal should keep doing is look for a way, keep winning your matches. This one that happened as a morale booster, I was angry that we dropped those points. If not, we wouldn't have been in this place, begin to think of all this thing. But it has happened, it has happened. There's no need crying over spilled milk. But today, I'm happy for what Arsenal did. I'm happy for the boys. Congrats to the boys. And congrats to Chelsea for they defended very well and not able to concede more goals.
Football Fans Tribe over here with the interview Nigerian football fans. After matches, I will give you Nigerian football fan content back to back. So if you're new, I beg click that subscribe button. Also like this video. And thank you so much for watching. As always, thanks for watching. Right here, another one of our video where you're supposed to like, and all our social media links. I beg follow us on every platform because we get content for everybody.